What's up, guys? Welcome to Walking Crypto. My name's Taylor. I walk and talk crypto. In this episode of Crypto Walks, I'm going to be talking Bitcoin adoption, Bitcoin hoarding, and how we can start to understand that people around the world are agreeing that Bitcoin is a store of value. Before we get started, just remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm just bringing you the news about Bitcoin and crypto adoption, what's happening, how is our world changing, and how can you be on the right side of that. The third wealthiest man in Mexico, Ricardo Salinas Pliego, he just doubled down on his conviction in a tweet storm that Bitcoin is the new digital gold. Okay, in November of 2020, he revealed that 10% of his liquid assets, $1.5 billion, is in Bitcoin. That's approximately 90,000 Bitcoins. It's really interesting the way he just started tweeting at Michael Saylor, who is CEO of MicroStrategy, an American business intelligence company. And it's a really good example of how the internet is democratizing information. So now, instead of having these discussions behind closed doors, maybe with a board of directors and some shareholders, everyone on Twitter could see that the third wealthiest man in Mexico owns Bitcoin. He loves Bitcoin. He made some really interesting comments on fiat government money.
What does Salinas Pliego think about fiat currencies? Fiat is fraud. I started my professional career in '81. The peso was at 20 to 1 US dollar. Today, we are at 20,000 to 1. That's all there is to know. And that's here in Mexico, because if we look at Venezuela, Argentina, or Zimbabwe, the numbers lose all proportion. The fraud of fiat is something inherent to the fiat system, and we're watching it happen in the USA. The monetary emission went to the moon, you understand. The dollar as hard money is a joke. All right, let's go back to those numbers. The peso was 40 years ago, 20 to 1 US dollar. Today it's 20,000 to 1 US dollar. So the peso versus the dollar has devalued at an incredibly high rate. And then if the Fed is targeting 2% inflation for the US dollar, then the dollar itself is losing value against real assets, the things you want to buy. You don't want just money in your bank account. You want to use that money to purchase things today and in the future. So what we see from the fiat system, which is government money, which is centrally controlled and can be printed at will, they're simply losing value at a different rate, at a different scale. And so where the US dollar is compared to the peso, it's just earlier in its death cycle.
So why are billionaire investors buying and holding Bitcoin? One thing about rich people is they do not like to lose money. So if they're buying Bitcoin en masse, they really believe that it's going to go up in value, it's going to go up in utility. In my last video, I alluded to the fact that Bitcoin can only succeed as a monetary network if enough people use it as a store of value. And when we see multi-billion-dollar investors allocating 3, 5, and 10% of their wealth into Bitcoin, this is it. So that's it, guys. That's the Bitcoin hoarding news. Billionaires are buying up Bitcoin en masse, and they're holding it. Every time the price dips, they buy it up. Success leaves clues. Billionaires are hoarding Bitcoin. That's what adoption looks like for Bitcoin as a store of value. The fact that Bitcoin is decentralized, which guarantees its fixed monetary policy, is the reason these billionaires are choosing to take their dollars, of which the supply is increasing every year, and choosing to put it into an asset that has a fixed supply. That's it for the video, guys. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I want these videos to get out to everyone who can possibly see it, learn about cryptocurrency, learn about investing, and it's really going to help me. I think it's going to help other people. Thanks so much. Have a good one.